Alright, well the other day I took the 2 bolts out of the top of the, what they call it, the tail cone for the Turbo Hydro 400 and measured it all up and drew a picture, and I made a bracket that connects it to the factory, the original bracket of that shifter we found in that International Harvester, like 18-wheeler rig there, and I'm going to bolt that puppy in. It should bring the flat spot of this up level with the floor, so whatever I put over the floor, all I'm going to need is a hole in the floor. I want it to be connected to the tranny because I have to make a bracket that comes down off it, goes down, and then there'll be one linkage front to rear. That one I'm going to make it slotted so I can adjust the height and all that and the throw of the arm, but with the truck somewhere making some funny noises, and we got my fan going too. But I'm going to bolt this thing in. I've got a bracket that I have to make that goes on here and comes down. I actually traced every square inch of a low car shifter just to get dimensions of the arm and stuff. Didn't really steal anything of theirs, just a measurement or two, but it'll make mine work. And I put bean hole slots on the bracket so it'll be adjustable front to rear. I mean, this thing's going to be so adjustable I could put it in the back seat, they could shift, you know what I mean? I might lay it back, I might keep it flat, I don't know. What I would like to do is keep the shifter before the dash, so when this is, say it's in park, the shifting shaft is pointing straight up, so it could be like right here. That way if I ever extend the thing up beyond the windshield or something crazy like that, I don't have to mess with it too much. You just, you know, put a longer arm on, put it in. But I'm going to bolt this puppy in and see what she looks like. I might have to bend this bracket a little because it's beyond bent back, but we'll see. Having fun. Alright, well it's sitting in there. The plate's bolted in to the original bracket. I was talking about that wire. That wire's just a light bulb. I thought it'd be some kind of like reverse lockout or something. Now, it sits about an inch below. I'm going to lose a bolt here. It sits about an inch below in the back and it's level with the front. I could bend it up and everything, but I'm thinking that tilt back might help when I make a console that covers all this crap. But I wanted this to be part of the transmission, so when I shift it, it's a positive shift. It's not worried about the floor and the body being aligned with a moving transmission. It's part of the transmission now. So. But it's in park right now. I can tell that arm's been reversed. It points up now instead of down, so there's nothing hanging on the bottom. I had to measure up for the arm, of which I know, and the length of the rod. And that should be pretty easy. I have to go from the center line of this to the center line of the hole on the arm when it's in park. Let's do it. Alright, this is the cable that goes on the shifter that came with it. This is the end that goes in the shifter. I'm thinking, hey, I'm only going to end up either using it or throwing it away, so I want to cut it short. I measured the length of that arm-to-arm thing on the transmission was 22 inches. So what I'm going to do is cut this at about 25 after I extended this out. I pulled this out all the way. I'm going to cut this at about 25, and that'll give me a little extra cable. And then I'll pull the cable out and cut the tubing short of the outer shell. And who knows, maybe we can use this. I don't know. We'll see. Shouldn't need much. Here's my skull. Go back about 20 videos, you can see this thing being made. Here's the other end. It's kind of, I cleaned it up a little bit. It was really bad. They had a clamp on it because it's falling apart. So I didn't really even want to use this cable, but if I'm only going to use this end, who cares? So I'm going to cut it out at this little scratch right here. That was about 25. Let's see what we can do. I put my big square up against the dash, so I know where the 90-degree position is, where it would hit the dash, even though my dash is leaning outward a little bit. I got the shifter up against it, and I got a general idea that it's going to be somewhere near the end of the U-joint. So I made it the middle of the U-joint. The shifter rod's going to be about right here. The cable is down there, and what happens is, if I leave it about right here, I can catch another bolt on the tail housing. And I could make a bracket to hold that factory. Remember the clamp that went around this thing here? So, and then there's an arm I got to make that comes down and goes to that linkage, but I ended it there. I left a little extra, and it will go to there. We just got to adapt that to connect. That's about it. Make a mount for this end which is actually pretty easy. Since I just about have it already right there. This sits here. This goes behind it, like that. And the clamp goes over it. So there's my plate right here. Just gotta measure that up. Cut a piece off it. This is the original cable bracket. It'd be nice if it fit, but it's too far offside, so I have to make my own bracket. But I like that aluminum clamp. That's pretty cool. Just something to hold cable. I don't even have to hold the other end. I think it's not even 12 inches long, the two clamp, so we don't need another clamp down here. I just need a way to adapt this into one of those. And I think this is stainless. It's gotta be stainless. Yeah, I might have to weld it or make a way to clamp onto it. Not a big deal though, because it's a flat rod. It's a flat bar. So you can have something like this with like a couple Allen screws to lock to the cable. You don't want to weld to it; it's just going to ruin the strength of it. But all right, let's see what we can make. I mean, this is just a sticker. We can't make a sticker. Not that I need it. You're not going to see it. Here's another bracket. Hey, we could use that one. That one goes off the tranny. Can adapt it, change it, whatever. Because this U-bolt should be the same as this one. No, it's a little different. See, I got this bracket too. This will do the same thing. This one clamps onto the cable too. A million ways to do one thing. Just like Windows. A million ways to do one thing. Here's my shift gate. We're going to end up changing that. Not a big deal. And I'm going to play with this thing a little more. But it's like 2 o'clock, and I've been messing with this. The shifter's in. I got to go to work. Second shift. Sucks. Alright, see you tomorrow. Where's my car? Here's my Jeep. I'm cleaning up the mess, hanging up the tools. Ta-da. The hot rod's gone. I sold it. Gotta get rid of it. Needed the money. Now anyway, the shifter cable, which is right there, I didn't even bother with the cable. I made something else. Here's the other part of the cable. Like I said, this thing was like 12 feet long. I didn't even use it. I'm going to clean up the mess. I just pulled the car outside. It's over at Don's house. Took it for a ride. This is Don's yard. You can't squeeze any more Chevy in here. We have 56, 55, 57, 74, Buick, 69, well, here's the green one. He's in the house. There's another one here. 31, mine. 33, Chevy truck. 31, two-door sedan. 55, once a wagon, really rotted. They welded in the back window of a 60-something Ford truck. Done a long time ago, probably 15 years ago. And they welded in the bed of a Chevy truck, and it's a pickup. And he did pretty good. It looked really nice years ago when it was broken. But it cleans up. That's a sight, huh? What? 33 and 31. What year's the green one? 71?
70.
Ooh, good guess. What year's the one back there?
72.
This is a 69?
Yeah.
That's a 74?
Yeah.
56, 55, 57.
Yep.
71?
70.
70. 37 Plymouth inside. What else we got? Da, 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 da. They've seen this one, I think. Although, I don't think you can see it. That is gonna make. I'm gonna take some pictures. That's gonna make a great picture.
Yeah.
Holy cats! What is it? 29?
30.
30 Model A. Buried.
That's coming out of there soon.
Yeah, you better get the weed whacker. Look at this.
Yeah, along with the two frames that you're standing.
It's two frames. One I'm standing. These are both what?
Well, one's 55, one's 56.
Damn. Bumpers and springs. Alright. It's a nice picture. So did you figure out what size this engine is?
No, I didn't even ask. I just got a valve cover gasket for it.
There's two sizes of what? A 250?
250 or 230?
230. The 69 Buick. We're helping Don change the alternator, which I did while he was gone. Thank you very much. And valve cover gas is leaking like a sieve. We'll get a headlight out. We got some little electrical problem. But you're going to drive this sucker all winter?
Yeah, mate.
I think so. I think it'd be great on gas. What the hell? But my car's over in his driveway. I was going to clean up, but we ended up getting a gasket. Do you get silicone too? Oh, look at you. Got freaking how many too? Battery leads. I didn't say battery leads. Yeah, look at that sucker. It's cooked.
Yeah, I told you they're friggin' junk.
It's amazing this thing still runs.
230, 250.
Gotta get rid of that stupid chicken wire grill though. That's a redneck chicken wire grill. Look at this thing, my God. It's a winter bomb. Don will not drive an Escort or what else? You don't drive any newer cars. Anything fuel injected, he won't drive it in the snow.
Yeah, I'll drive something fuel injected. 57 Chevy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
the
drive
first
the
car
snow.
with fuel injection, right?
Yeah, that's they put them in passenger cars.
Alright, let's change the valve cover gasket. Well, there you have it. New valve cover gasket. We cleaned that puppy up inside and out pretty good. Finally got the air cleaner back on. This little, I think it's like a 300, whatever. Runs like a top. 40-something years old. Like me. I made him get battery leads. Gonna put new battery leads on. These are disgusting. I highly doubt they carry much for power. The alternator, the lead was, wish I had it, was all corroded. But I put some new connections on that, cleaned it all up. And I'm going to put the charger on for the night, so. But that's been it. We'll finish this thing up tomorrow. I haven't done anything with my car. This was Help Dawn Day. Winter's coming, and this is going to be his winter bomb. My car's in his driveway. This one we'll just leave it here for the night. But I'm going in, guys. Have a good night. This is the 1969 Buick Special. What's it called? It's written on the side here somewhere. This is like limited, special, something. Everything Buick was limited or special. This is my iced tea, and I'm going in. Look at that custom grill. Expanded metal. Actually, I think it's aluminum. Junk. Ripping that crap out. Have a good night.